Missy, good evening.
Thank you so
and
much.
Thanks for your time. Okay, so give us more detail about this camp. I understand you had one in July, and this is the second. So what exactly are you doing?
What we do, we've got an integrated approach to deal with bullying and behaviors that we call uncalled for, purely because of the number of learners that we have within the schooling environment. So what we have done, we've identified 5,000 what we can say are potential bullies, so that we act before they do wrong things. We screen them through learner questionnaires, we screen them through teacher questionnaires, we also screen them through community involvement to say this learner has a potential to harm other people, because we had lots and lots of incidents within our schooling environment and we felt that we're looking like firefighters. So we wanted to be proactive to say identify them and then take them to camp. When we're there in camp, they're taught about bullying, character management, how to ensure that their anger management is controlled and other related matters. So we invite NGOs, social workers and organizations that can assist us to manage that. So we had one in July, because we target school holidays, and now there's another one that started today. It will end up on Sunday. The curriculum is just to ensure that they deal with whatever that will assist them. But we also have what we call prison visits for the same guys, to say, can you see, if you don't listen out of what we have taught you, this is the outcome.
Yeah, we had a story
and
on
then
that
they
earlier.
they go and visit prisons so that they can get an idea of this.
So that must be quite tricky for you, though. I mean, are parents okay, you know, with their child being identified as a bully, and are the kids themselves not feeling a bit victimized or, you know, sort of singled out in any way and acting out against that also? We
do it carefully. That is why we do, we work with a child line, and we all with Teddy Bear. Work with institutions that are expert in the field, and we don't say they are bullies when we identify them. We say they're going to camp, and it's only when they arrive at camp that we do a program that assists them. And it assisted us. You know, I can tell you, for one, I used to sign almost 18 dismissal letters of learners that we expel from the system. That number, since some of the programs that we've introduced, that number is decreased drastically. It's around 3-2 at that time, but at least we can see the results. But the pain is, if you don't do that, you end up having somebody sentenced to prison. Yeah. You end up having somebody killing somebody. You end up, so you just need to put some mechanism that will assist you to track them.
So from what age are you seeing?
It's across, it's all, which is worrying, because we're picking up some of bullies even from primary schools, especially our grade 6 and grade 7. We had one child that was in grade 4 that was behaving completely in a manner that was completely unacceptable. Will take books of other learners, throw it in the bathrooms. He will do other things that learners will be scared to come to school because they are scared of him. So at least when learners give you, I mean, I normally go to a school before I even address learners and say, who's a bully? If you have half of the school say Simon, you know that Simon needs help.
Bothered by this child.
Yeah, but you find a creative way of making a joke out of it, but in the ultimate end, you know you've identified.
So for 6 days, MEC, I mean, what are they role-playing?
Because it's teenage pregnancy. They are told about life coaching. They are taught about, as I say, anger management, which is very, very key.
So it's not the victims of bullies also involved?
No, it's not victims.
Just the bullies.
It's just the people that we believe have the potential to solve. But you can't solve bullying because of 6-day camp and other things. So we are also, if you check our life orientation program, it's there as well. We've got almost 2 chapters, so that at least even within the classroom, they understand that bullying is completely...
And that's what I ask you, in that 6 days, I mean, have you picked up on whether any of these kids actually realize that that's what they're doing?
Yeah, they do, but I will be honest with you, almost 17% relapse.
Yeah, they're just on good behavior for 6 days.
They're there, and after they've gone to camp, actually they boost that. The way I'm so strong, I even defeated their camp. So,
wow.
so you have such behavior, but it's part of life. I mean, you have to, as long as, the problem with the education system is that if you don't track people that misbehave, it becomes extremely difficult to intervene. Yeah. So this is just an identification process. Provide the resources that you can, bring the social workers and people that are expert there, provide whatever that you think you can,
And do
at
what
least,
you can. Yeah.
At least we've created a space for them to know if somebody's behaving like this, they will go to.
And you've identified who they are. So I have just enough time to ask you, though, about the launch of your digital content and online assessment platform. Now, that happened at Soshanguve East Secondary today. Tell us very quickly what it is.
Imagine when somebody comes and say, well, a child comes to you and say, assist me with this homework. You have no idea what is. That homework is part of which curriculum, who's the teacher that taught them. So we just digitalized our curriculum and make the teacher to be available 24 hours. So the learner can then go on either a tablet or laptop or phone, and if it's about a certain component of mathematics, you can check the video, animation of it, check a teacher that is teaching that have got questions and have got answers. So as a parent, you can just choose a sample of questions, give it to a child, and then the system will...
So the lesson is there?
Yeah, the listening is there. Everything is there.
Online.
So the lessons are online. Every lesson from grade 4 to grade 12, every subject, it's there. So we really believe that this will assist parents to be part of the academy and learners as well and teachers as well.
To be more involved. Sure. Well, that gets me off the hook for maths homework because I'm completely useless in art. So they get to do it online. Thank you so much, MEC. Two great initiatives, and I'd love to keep track of both of those. Thank you so much. That's Gauteng Education, MEC Panyaza Lesufi.